So the question is, why do we buy BMWs, M5s, 335s, none of which are that reliable? There's a reason, and it's all about the car community. Let's talk about it now. Hey, Mark with exoticcarplayplace, and so a lot of non-car people that I know often have asked me, why do I drive BMWs if, while sure there are some reliable versions, there's lots of kind of semi-reliable or not so reliable BMW models like the M5 and even the 335. There's lots of reasons why not to drive these cars. And if you're not a car person, you would probably never appreciate or understand that concept. However, most of you guys like myself are really car enthusiasts, and that's why we drive the BMWs, because of their driving experience, yes. But that's not the only reason. These cars come with a strong community. A community that all appreciates what these cars are about. The way they look, the way they sound, the way they drive, understanding that these are, in fact, some of the best ultimate driving machines on the road. But how is it, you say, what makes them the ultimate driving machine, and what sort of communities are we dealing with here? Well, these are communities of people that really appreciate the fine automobile. So what are some of the indicators that this is a community-based car manufacturer? Well, largely because it doesn't take very long to find forums out there. It doesn't take long to browse along. I go on a Facebook page called Alberta BMW Enthusiasts, for example. That's one that I frequent. There's lots of others, M5 forums and M3 forums you can find anywhere. 335 forums, people that love diesels, people that love the brand in general and share information through and through. And, you know, it's a place that I can share information with other folks, and other folks will share information with me, specifically on do-it-yourselfs, maybe modifications, possibly why is your car making this noise, also possibly shopping for the next car, also sharing information about bad dealers, problems with specific car brand, maybe talking about the next aftermarket upgrade. Communities that share. I share with those share with me, and I find it is such a sharing community. I've been part of other car communities that are really, if you don't have the latest and greatest car from that brand, they're looking down through their nose at those that aren't driving the latest and greatest and maybe yesterday's news. But the BMWs are not like that. And the community here is very strong with people that want to share knowledge, wisdom, help. I've found lots of people that want to just help out, learning and help you find a solution to any kind of problems that you have with your car. Now, some other strong indicators that this is really a community-based group is the fact that the aftermarket manufacturers are ramped up. There's lots of tuners, MHD, you've got Cobb and Dynan, you've got Burger Tuning, lots of tuning companies that focus specifically on BMWs. Not only that, there's lots of manufacturers now that build hardware from downpipes to intercoolers, intakes, turbo kits. Lots of tuning availabilities for these cars because there is a demand. There's people that are passionate about these cars. How many tuners do you think you find available for a Ford Taurus community or a Chev Impala community? You don't find those people. What you do find is in this community, you find lots of folks who are enthusiastic. They want to upgrade their cars, make their cars unique. And again, some of this community between you and I, we share this knowledge and wisdom about maybe aftermarket tunes that work, upgrades, modifications. There's always somebody out there willing to share through a dyno experience. They put these parts on their car, they ran it on the dyno, and all of a sudden they see 100 horsepower gain like you can find easily in a 335 like I'm sitting right here. So there's lots of tuning capabilities, and again, that suggests a strong community based around the BMWs. So another obvious community signature has to do with the fact that everybody who drives a BMW, especially older models particularly, are strong enthusiasts about driving and racing. Now, whether you're into drifting or quarter-mile racing or road racing, whatever your flavor is, there is a niche to meet your needs. And of course, there's lots of great people. Now, while it's very competitive, for example, I joined a rally this year. Lots of great people that I met. I went toe-to-toe, raced against some of them. And at the end of the day, at the end of the race, we're all just here to really share stories and have a great laugh with some drinks. How'd you guys do?
14.5.
14.5? That's pretty solid, eh?
I thought I was gonna do better.
We're not those California guys, they got an advantage. So honestly, it's one of the best, strongest communities that I've ever met. Yeah, there's communities in a lot of other manufacturers, but honestly, the BMW has the strongest community and the strongest commitment to the brand. People that are really passionate about the brand, even though they may be a glutton for punishment, such as me driving an E60 M5 or a 335, sure, not the most reliable, but you drive it for the passion. You drive it for the reason is driving. So again, guys, remember, life's way too short to drive boring cars, and that's why we drive these BMWs and have such a strong community. And on that note, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down there, and you're going to want to come back next week because we're going to start a series on Wednesdays in the next few videos, and we'll talk about the lifestyle of supercar ownership. I'm going to share that with you as I've got some experience. We're going to share with you guys. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. Be sure to come back. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.